Alright, welcome in. Hello everybody. Hello YouTube, Twitch, all of our peoples. We are loading in right now. It's just taking it a second. Maybe we don't. So, I hope everybody's morning's great. I am super excited to be... I was just gonna do episodes, but this is a lot. All the mods 10 is a lot to do. And so while this is loading in, we'll just talk a little bit. And I will say my system had to do an update, so all my settings kind of got a little wonky. So with that, just keep that in mind. I will be adjusting things throughout. I think I updated last night. And I tried to go through and set everything back to where I kind of had it. This time I kind of made sure that there we go. I kind of made sure that I would screenshot these things, like take a little picture of them, set them to the side with my settings so that I don't have to keep running back and forth. Should have done that in the beginning, but did not. Now, what y'all see is not permanent. This is just to get us started great. Today we're going to be hooking this right here up to some power to get us some very early starter power for other things. But as you can see, we have storage drawers everywhere. That holds all of our resources that can be compacted down, except for the trees. The trees I kind of left like this for now, but all this stuff we do. Oh, and we have a little armadillo. He's almost dead because of this thing. And I did go ahead and build us a platform out to have a farm. And I left some room so that like we can have storage and stuff. But we need the farm so that we can make dirt for a later project. But I think to begin with, it is time, long overdue time, to be getting power. So with that, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, and we have a lot of things to accept too, so let's do that too. So we can collect bones, gunpowder, and an ender pearl, which is great. I think I got that because I killed a phantom. By the way, I died twice. It might have been more than twice. I'm not 100% sure. I accidentally forgot to sleep. Didn't even have a sword crafted. Yeah. We did get some essence from that, so we do have tier 1 seeds. That's gonna be great. Now that we have a iron sieve, we are getting emeralds and diamonds. Then of course, since we got diamonds, we get a bunch of stuff for that. But we're just gonna kinda go through and accept our stuff as we're going down this list. Oh, and I killed the trader. And as you can see, I did a lot of farming. We needed the dirt to make the farm. But once you get a farm up and going, you can pretty much get a good supply of dirt. Oh, and we got nickel, so we can get into Oritic. We have our essence, so we will get things. I am really looking forward to going into mystical agriculture. I have absolutely never one time said, hey, let's do this. So I am really excited about this stuff because a lot of this I've never even touched. So we have polished blackstone, so we can do that. And unbreaking. And kiwi. So that's all of our stuff. Now, what we want to do is set up power. And in order to set up power, we're going to need pipes. Me personally, I think the mechanism pipes are like everything. But we got to do a few things to get there. So, yeah. But let's put our gunpowder up. And I did leave chests here with some stuff in them, and that's kind of what we're going to do with stuff during an episode. And always we're just going to throw stuff in here. But now let's get our power. Let's get some. I want to say that I really like the mechanism ones. They are just hands down a pretty good pipe. And plus, piping is not going to be forever. So we're going to have to get steel. So we will need this guy. Which, Lord and behold, we're going to need power for. I'm almost certain I got us obsidian. No, I don't think I touched obsidian yet. Yeah, no, we haven't touched obsidian yet. A lot of things. So we're going to need one of these guys. So we need stone and stone slabs. I think I've done used them all. Oh, stone slabs. But I'm pretty sure I've done used all the actual stone building that platform out. But that's nothing but a thing. We can do that. We'll go ahead and grab this stuff out while we're waiting. And we're going to keep moving. We're going to try and get a bunch of stuff done. So our goal is we're going to need this stuff. So we got to get into steel. So we'll need the alloy smelter. I actually would not mind making one of these as well today. Because that'll move us on. But another thing I would like to go ahead and say, we are rushing for a beginning setup for applied energistics because storage is huge, especially since for the first time in my life we are getting the stars. I want the star. And from what I understand, this is a grind. Just the fact of getting anywhere to even get to the star, you've got to start doing all of this stuff. So yeah, we're going to be looking into this a whole lot today to see where we want to go, which steps we want to take first, kinda start branching. I have an idea for our base build. In all my other ones, I have always just built a center platform, never really done anything, just kind of trash stuff here, and then would build out and just keep expanding. I do not want to do that this time. I want to have platforms like this over here. We're going to have our garden with the storage area right here. We're going to build up a tower, have a storage center, and then build up one more, and that's going to be for bees and trees, which is, we will be getting into the bees. I want to do bees bad, and I'm hoping y'all can help me with bees. But then of course you see we have that side over there where we're going to have mass production with the cobble gens. And then I think on this side we'll figure something out, but that side over here, I think this goes into a river biome. Yes, it does. So I'm hoping that if I cut it and I go up a little bit more, we will cut into a different biome that'll spawn mobs. And if that is a thing, we do have squat grow, but I just kind of been letting all this stuff grow on its own. Oh. Oh, he has a globe. Now this guy, every time I have seen him, he has had some awesome swords. And like just straight awesome tools. Like this one has sharpness 5, looting, unbreaking, mending. Every one of them has had mending on them. So I really want to start getting up a good supply of emeralds and see if we can't just quickly, early game, get some of this stuff he has. Now, there's going to be a lot of things happening on the in-between. Like these carrots. All of this stuff, I am only harvesting it like that to make dirt. And all this is the oak barrel. So you put a chest, a hopper feeding in, and then a hopper feeding out. And that'll pretty much automate this kinda. You just gotta keep this full. Okay, there's our stone we needed, so let's do this. Now, 100% facts, I should say this, you do not have to go with mechanism pipes or cables or anything. Use what you think, what you like. Me personally, I think the mechanism pipes are pretty. I think that they work well. And with that, I'm just a huge fan. I'm a really big mechanism fan, to be honest. We're going to get us some stone to keep in our hand, with some cobby stone. So we're going to need 3 of these guys. Let's go ahead and go grab a stack of iron. What else do we need? Oh yeah, we need 2 of these guys. Oh, we're gonna need some nuggets. Oh, we needed 2, so there's our 2. And this is where we can do this right here. I'm going to put this here. I have a bucket. And I was almost certain I had a porcelain bucket. But I don't remember. I think it's over here. Alright, so basically all you want to do is put lava in, water, you get obsidian. And you get your water back. So now we're going to need 4 of these guys. Because we need a void chastity and... Alright, there's that guy. I'm pretty sure we have... I'm trying to remember what it looks like. And then we're going to need 2 more furnaces. Alright, we have a really good setup going. And I think, so that we're not using that stuff, we will go ahead. There he is. Just for temporary, we're going to put this guy down. Oh yeah, I always forget about this. I always forget we need these. So let's go grab some. We don't need no more of those. Oh, we need copper. There we go. And I'm pretty sure we're going to need a second one of these, but for now we're going to start with this guy. There we go. Cables. So we gotta make steel, which is just, yeah, I wanted to say iron, and we need coal dust. I'm pretty sure we can use a cutting board for this, right? Oh, we can use a squeezer. Okay, well let's do that. That sounds easier. There we go. And I'm almost certain it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. I didn't pay it that close attention, but I'm pretty sure it was 1-to-1. It is. Awesome. I figured doing this because, like, a lot of this stuff I was going to do off camera. So I was like, well, on camera seems to be what we want to do. Now, remind y'all, this is not a permanent setup. This is to get us going fairly well. So how we're going to want to do this is I like to have it like that. Pick this guy up. I like to have these things filling up. As you can see, like I want a buffer between the things. So then if I come here and I get a bucket, this will generate power, which will fill this up, which will in return fill this back up. I just want that's all that's forced to fill that cube up. And then I want to put a pipe here. And in just a second, we're going to make a wrench. I think that's good for now. And then we have room for like 2 more items to go here when we need power. Alright, so we got this stuff going, which gives us some alloys, which is really good. And this right here is why I kind of wanted to go ahead and make that, was to go ahead and get these early resources. And because we need this guy. Oh, did I not get osmium? What did I pick up? Oh my goodness, I picked up aluminum. I'm pretty sure it's not that one. I think it's this guy. Yeah, okay, so just, it's that one. And if y'all know me from our stone block series, you'll know I'll have about 50 of those. I'm going to put this on wrench. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to hit the other button. And there we go. Now everything is pulling like I want it to. Like, I want this to just generate power, fill this up to fill this up, and then we fill that, and that kind of gives us a buffer. And for now, I'm just gonna clean out our inventory a little. But now our next problem is we need to put lava in here. So we're gonna need some item pops to move stuff around. We're gonna need item pops and fluid pipes, which is actually fairly simple to do. So these, the ones with just the glass around them for mechanism, is your fluid pipes. We're gonna need way more steel. I'm pretty sure we're going to need some of this and this as well. Which is why I don't even understand why I put it up. There we go. Let's jump in bed. And then we'll just kind of... I would like to get us power going pretty good so that we don't have to really worry about it again for a little bit, but also we need a very good and very stable power system to even think about running applied energistics. That is huge. Like, we have to do that. And while that's cooking, this right here is also steel, so we'll just take some of it. We don't have a bucket on this. And this does consume a bucket. That's the only thing about that, is it does consume your bucket. Now these ones are the pressurized. They have a little square symbol. We don't need those. We don't need these guys. I think this is for... Yeah, this is to transfer heat. It's these ones that we want, the item transfers. Which now is where we need this stuff. And we make it very simply. We can use redstone and osmium to make it. So we'll grab that. I want to go ahead and make 5 of them. We'll just go ahead and put the rest of that redstone in there. Because we'll need even more of these. But for right this minute, we just need 1. And that gets us 8. I want to know if we have enough. Yeah, these little tanks are super cheap. I mean, we don't have a lot of redstone, but we're about to get into that. We're about to fix that problem as well. There we go. Now, how I want this is, we don't need these things showing. So I want to put this guy here. Oh wait, no, not these. Uh-oh. We want these ones. Yes. And then on this side is where we want to do this. And immediately before I hook everything up and make it work, I want this one to go away. And then we want to pull from there. Now what this will do will be keeping that stuff like that, and then we want to pull, pull, and then pull. And what this will eventually do is this will fill up with lava. And then everything will start backing. And once that happens, that means that we will never run out of lava to feed into here. So we will have a constant supply of power, which is awesome. We're just going to quickly do that, clean our inventory up a little. And now we're going to move on. We have power. We have established how our power will run. And the only thing I do recommend, if you do it like this, make sure that if you are using these in a row like this, that once you connect it up, you want to take the extra slots, like that goes in from this one out. If not, you're going to be feeding in stuff you don't want, and it'll end up just being a mess. So with that, we can now go in and get some more steel, some more pipes, and we also went into the fluid tank a little, and we are just at the basic tier. Eventually we would want to be up to here, but for where we're at, basic is fine. It's gonna do its job. Now we got obsidian, so this wants us to get in stone. So we can use lava and glowstone to get it in stone. And then we can put it on an extractor or cobble, but lava is consumed. That's why I have not done this yet, because this will actually end up taking a spot, basically an extra spot for that. And if I'm going to do that, I kind of want it next to something where lava is going to be there and be having a use. So that's why we haven't touched that one yet. We got to get cows to get this one. And then of course, mobs. We can make a gateway, which we will probably end up doing at some point, but I don't. We just need flowers and a biome ender, which means we need blaze. So we'll probably do that at some point, just not today. Because today we're now going to chapter 2. We're going to collect our little reward. And if y'all know me, I'm not a fan of crate. It's so big, it's so bulky, but this mod pack will force me to use it, and I'm excited. So immediately what I want us to do is we need these. There's no way around it. We need this stuff. We are not going to be using those right this minute. I'm actually going to need that in just a second. So, I want the sieves first. We need, for now, we can work with 1, maybe 2. I'd prefer if we have 2, so I can constantly have sand and constantly have gravel feeding in. I meant dust. I'm sorry, not sand, dust. So this is going to take iron bars and blocks of iron and hoppers. So a lot of iron. Dear Jesus, 32 phantoms? That's insane. So we're going to go ahead and take all of our iron. I'm hoping we have enough for this. Oh, we need some chests. I think I have. I do. We're going to try and get away with doing 4 of these, just so we have the extra ones. We may not use them yet, but we do have. I want to say I had an axe. Oh, it's broken. Oh, I do have an axe. Look at that. I grabbed that for nothing. So with an empty hand, I'm just gonna there we go. We are going to use so much. So we're going to need another set of iron bars, which is fine. Awesome. So now we have these guys. These guys are heaven. If you're like me and don't like to sit there and sieve. But now basically we are definitely going to have to make more of these guys, I think. We're also going to need more of these guys. Yep. But that's okay. I forgot these have to sit up on a chest. Like this. So it has to go through this bar in order to know if it's working or not. And we now have 4 auto sieves going to town. I have a bunch of gravel over here, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. And for now, we will manually feed this in. So we put that there, and then as you see, stuff starts coming per operation down here. And now we just automated sieving. We just need to get these sieves up to diamond. That's where stuff really starts flying. But that's not all we need. We need this guy. So we need glass panels, a diamond hammer, 2 more blocks of iron, and another hopper. So let's go ahead and make 2 of these guys. Alright. I don't know, I do have glass, so we will go ahead and take those. Alright, and I think we're good. We're gonna jump in bed. Do not want phantoms spawning again, that was terrible. And y'all, I do have a crafting table on a stick, but I forgot about it. So I have no idea. I'm gonna have to take these up until I remember. Okay. Now, these are a little complicated. So you gotta figure out, for one, where we want to put them. So I'm almost certain that's the output, right? Yes. So if we do this, it's gonna crush that. Yes. And it's gonna go in this chest. And then if we do that, it's gonna crush it again. It's gonna turn it into sand. That's why we wanted 2. But here's the issue. We're going to need the power source to go either from the top or the bottom. And we're going to need another hopper. I think it's something like this is kind of what you're going to want. Yes. Yes. You can also do this with item pops. That is a thing. You can do that. And I think for right this minute, we're going to be okay with just 1. For our needs and purposes, 1 is fine. But we do have a second one when we get established better. And we have another hopper, we just have to remember that. I need a place to put steel. And we are all out of the big ones. But that's okay, we can drop it right there for now. I don't want to lose our obsidian either because, well, we'll be going to the nether soon. So I'm just going to quickly clean up a little. Awesome. And we'll check this guy out. Okay, he still has the same guy still. Alright, let's get a whole lot of cobblestone. Not our torches. And there we go. Now this guy will make us gravel so that we will have things. But we do have a lot of gravel as it is, but I don't want to use all that gravel. But we are going to go ahead and get most of these started. There we go. And then, like I said, that guy will keep making us gravel. Once he's done with this, I'm probably going to stick it back over in here for him to make me sand and then dust. Because we need dust. Lots and lots of dust. So we can have redstone. Now that we have that going, we do get some things like endstone. But now I think it's time. We have power running and it's running well. We have a little automation going. I think we're going to start trying to head into AE2. Which we already have skystone. We can easily get dust. So we need this guy. This is the inscriber as a machine used in AE2, which will unfortunately need energy to work. But if we do have energy to spare, we can use it to transform items from ingots and crystals to dust to combining circuits. To use it, place item in the 3 slots on the left side or the left, and if there is energy and a correct recipe, then our product will end up on the right. So we are definitely going to need that guy. And now we need to get into plates. I don't care how you get them, just get them. You can use an engineer's hammer to craft 1 iron ingot into 1 iron plate at the cost of durability. You can use a forge hammer, which can turn 2 iron ingots into 1 plate, or if you add in an MI hammer, it will only need 1 ingot. And then it says down here, heck, even Railcraft gives us the manual rolling machine, but that can only turn 4 iron ingots into 4 iron plates. So basically, it wants us to use one of these methods to get iron plates. And I think right now, the engineer's hammer is where it's going to be at. Which will then get us into this guy. but we will worry about that in just a second because we also need to get into this guy because we need this guy. So we're going to have to make these. So we got to sieve sand. So basically, I'm trying to see where the best. So we can get both of these from sieving sand. A 6% and a 1.25%. Whoa. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to get sand going soon. Okay. So that'll be a thing. We have some things to work on. I would like to try and open up the nether and kind of see what's going on there as well, but that takes obsidian, so we're going to have to figure out how to make an endless supply. We can make endless supplies of obsidian inside. What? We can put it in a pot. But we can do it in this right here, but once again, for the cobble gens, we're gonna have to figure out where we wanna, like, who we wanna put it beside. Let's see, then our next step is we're probably gonna plan where we're gonna put this. But we'll figure that out as soon as possible. And now we have this guy, so we get another ender pearl, which is fantastic. Now, I want to get into this, and this takes a lot. I have tried it multiple times, got frustrated with it, because it takes a lot to even get bees to come in here. So, this says, welcome to Productive Bees. To get started with the mod, you'll first need to find some honeycomb and honey bottles. Grow some trees near flowers for a bee's nest, or get a flon to provide you with honeycomb, and let the bees do their work for a little. Shearing it when it is full will give you honeycomb, and glass bottles will give you honey bottles. Important note, with the bee quest requiring comb, the recipe will not be shown. Make sure to look them up in the JED if you need them. So we have to get honeycomb. We can get honeycomb if we do this one. In order to make a beehive, we have to have honeycomb. So that's out of the question. But we can go into this guy if we don't get a bee. In order to get bees, you have to be in a biome where bees will spawn. And right now, the only biome we have is this wooded badland. And I think, yeah, this way is a river biome. So I think what I want to do is kind of expand out and see if we can't get into a different biome. But I think from one of our quests, we also got, yeah, we got honey treats from a quest. which I don't think we can convert back. So that's the thing. We're just gonna throw stuff in our chest for now. Which, that also means that off camera we'll plan it out, but I do know I want the bees over on this side, which is where things will be going. But I'm hoping what's going to end up happening is we'll find a biome, and it's just like a couple blocks out, and then we can kind of start putting trees and stuff on it. Which will also come in clutch for a tree farm. Because if you're getting into bees, why not get into trees? Because you need bees to pollinate the trees to get you new saplings. So yeah. Like this one is spruce and birch. You need bees to pollinate it. And then once you get one, you can get some saplings off of it. And now you can put it in a botany plot. And now you have an endless supply of it. So yeah. But with that, we're going to pause on that because that's a whole new thing. Now back in here, let's go and make our stuff. So we need this guy, which takes pistons. So we're going to need iron, redstone, cobblestone, and planks. We have all that stuff. We also need to turn all that back into we'll need some string, some sticks for the there's our cobblestone. Let's go ahead and grab that. And like I said, ore doubling. Hi, how are you? Yeah, of course. That's definitely can be a thing. I'm not about the bot life either. Oh really? What mod pack are you playing? Oh, the same one as me. I need to learn to read. Haha. All the mods is actually one of my favorites. I really like Stone Block 4, but for like a super grindy pack, this one right here happens to be one of my all-time favorites, and I cannot wait to finally get my first star here. Alright, let's go grab some copper blocks, a few more sticks. that will get us some iron going. Like I said, always remember, double your ores. Yeah, see, I'm super excited. I love the fact that this one has so many mod packs in it. Because right now I'm also playing all the mons with the cobble mon in it. And there's like 500 mod packs. So when I'm playing this one, I can kind of learn a pack and then kind of do better in my other world. I love that this one forces you to use all the packs that are in here. That is one of my all-time favorite things about all the mods. You physically have to use everything. Alright, so now that we have iron cooking up, we do not want to take the last of those. I really want to give that iron time to cook. And while that's doing that, let's go to our storage. It is time for us to make this stuff. We need the linking tool, the configurator tool, and then we're going to need the storage controller and the controller access point. Oh, dude, we just set up automation over here for our first sieves, and it's not even fully automated. It's a mess right now. Our little armadillo gave us some scoot. But yeah, I'm super excited to get all this stuff set up, and right now we look crazy because I have learned the hard way. Just have storage drawers everywhere in the beginning, or you will spend hours searching for stuff. But we are working. I'm rushing into applied energetics right now as well. Because, like, life. Alright, and all these guys are doing fine with theirs, but I do want to start turning that stuff into sand for us to start sifting for sand. Ooh, yes. I am so ready to start building this platform out so that I can dedicate spaces for like gravel, sand, dust, netherite, anything that can be sieved. I want it sieved, and I want it fully automated. I want to be able to sit here and look at it. That's why I have this right here running like this, is so that I don't have to keep running back and forth to fill stuff up. That's it, man. Power's so OP in this pack. Like, like lava. Man, if you get a nice little setup with these cobble gens like this and then put like upgrades on them. Oh, dude. You'll have like endless supplies of cobblestone to make lava to fill into your anything just to have power. Like our poor little magma generator right here could run so much more. Oh yeah, I forgot about the superheating elements. Those do like what, 5 times the heat source? Or is it more than that now? Let's see. Let's look at it. Yeah, this guy. Which, to be fair, I think we could literally do that. Right now, because I think we got steel casings from the quest. Oh, they're times 60. Oh my gosh. That right there. So what we might end up having to do real fast is move all of this stuff around, build out like right over here in this corner, and then get us some more of these guys, so that we don't bother our lava feeding our gens, and do a whole setup right here and use those. Oh, we could have like so many of these. I still feel like 2 is great for us right now, but I think that is a fantastic idea. The question is, I actually have one already. Let's see if we can't cook us up another one. Yes. Dude, I just need to get over the fact I gotta make another one of these. Ooh, yeah, we can do it with the netherrack. I forgot that does make lava, which I turned that one off. I had it at first. I didn't want this one to run into these, but I think you're right. Like, I can kind of pipe it out from back here and then into the gens this way. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was getting some. Oh no. Okay. That was a huge lag spike. I just dropped so many frames. Ooh. Well, let's do that real quick. I'm gonna put this iron up. And let's just get into it. Like, okay, so we're gonna need steel casings. How many? That's the real question. How many steel casings? We have exactly 2, so we can do both of these. Let's go ahead and grab us that. Get that guy. Ooh, we're gonna need some redstone. Am I still dropping frames? Oh, for sure. Here, let me see if I can't get my... Let's see. That is for sure a thing. Let me get my Discord pulled up and I'll drop it in chat for you. Maybe if my phone will load. Okay, maybe this will work. Oh. There you go. That way when you get back, it's right there. Alright, let's make these heating. So there's one of them. There's our second one. Alright, I will see you back in just a little bit. Alright, let's figure out. We're gonna need some stone, so I think I'm gonna need to get some stone cooking as well. We're definitely gonna need stone so that we can build the platform out. I don't think I have any left. Oh, that's a lie. Okay. I don't think we're gonna need a super big area. So maybe something like that. Like some torches right there. Pick this guy up. We'll kind of put him right there off-centered so it's closer to where we can run power. Something like that. Yes. Now that's how we're gonna run it, is we're just gonna have it come from behind here and just go ahead and run straight out over here. I'll go ahead and take this guy because we'll have to put it back like that. All of this is now empty. So we'll pick this guy up. Put him down. So it'll run something like that. And like I said, y'all please don't worry. This is not a permanent solution. We are not forever going to look at that. So we're going to need more of these guys. And we're going to need, I guess we're moving up. First thing we want to do is start pulling. And like I said, this is not permanent by no means. This is just long enough for us to get it set up, get it going. We need more of these guys. I don't think we have any more, just the basic ones. Oh yes, we do. Yes. Okay. Let's just start pushing. And then we'll start pulling. Maybe. Man, I dropped a good amount of frames a while ago. And by the way, thank you for that follow. There we go. I had it backwards, my bad. Alright, so now we have an even better lava setup going on. And yes, right now, it's only 2. Because A, that's all we technically need. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is I kind of want to keep things moving this way. But I think I want this to start running from the top. And like basically we'll see pipes running from all these areas for now. Until we can get a good storage system. But for now, this right here is going to have to work. It looks a little ugly, but it is not permanent. So Now, what should we do next? Oh yeah, I guess we should finish this up. Well, there went that torch forever. Alright, that'll give us a little bit more. To work with. Alright, if you'll give me just a little bit longer while I'm streaming right now. But as soon as I get off stream, I'll for sure jump on there with you. And we'll do a couple things. I only got a few more, a little bit longer that I'm gonna go here. And then we'll chat for a little while. And I'm sorry about that, I'm just now seeing that. Alright, so we have power running. We just need to reconfigure our stuff. So this is what we want. Everything should be getting power. So hopefully that'll work. Now let's get a little organized really fast. Oh my god, my frames keep dropping. Dude, ever since I've updated my stuff, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely upgrade pops. I'm really just using the mechanism pops long enough to kind of get into the other stuff so that we don't have to have as many pipes. But we for sure gonna have to upgrade stuff. Why do we have lava just sitting in here? Oh, I did not mean to do that. There we go. So we want to pull. What? Get out of the water. How'd I get up here last time? Oh yeah. And pull. There we go. We're also going to have to upgrade our tank at some point too, or we're just going to kind of be wasting. Yeah, dude, mechanism is one of my all-time favorite pipes. Like, if I have to use piping for anything, my go-to has always been mechanism. And the faster you can get up to the next tiers, which I'm actually saving those pipes right now. Yeah, because we have some advanced ones. but I'm kind of saving around because I'm gonna go ahead and just straight upgrade them. And these ones are just so basic to make that it's like, oh. My poor little armadillo. Him just having a hard time. So I think with all this, let's make our hammer. I think we need to do that. What is loading in my background? That is having my frames completely dip. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. Let me see what's causing. So my CPU and GPU is running fine, so it's not that. Aha, found you. Now if that gets a little loud, y'all let me know. I just turned my fan up on my gaming laptop. So now it's should start cooling it down just a little. I don't know why it was down to begin with. I do have a 1-year-old and she likes to hit buttons on everything. So we need iron and sticks. We have some string. I'm hoping that fixes the frame droppage. I swear, them youngins, they don't know how to stop touching anything, and they think whatever is yours is theirs. Which a really funny story is my 1-year-old, her name's Autumn. She, just right before I started streaming, she tried a peep, one of those little marshmallow peep things for the first time. And she liked it. She ate most of it. And then she just found out that it's squishy. So she squished the whole thing in her hair, all over her, in her ear. And I mean, I left her unattended for like maybe 5 minutes. Maybe. That's like pushing it too. Hi, Sophie Max. Thanks for the follow. It means a lot, and welcome. Alright, so we have our engineer's hammer. So that's going to get us into this guy. Ooh, that gives us a brick. That's awesome. Which we are going to be making all this stuff. I just want to make an area. I kind of want to make platforms. And then on said platforms, they'll be like 2 stories to 3 stories tall, to where we can have like a whole mod pack in one area. Because these things get really big. Like, really big. But that'll get us into that. So with that, we finally done this, but now we need to make an iron plate. And also, before we do anything, let's put that up. So how we do that is we just doop, and I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of them. Now that gives us this one. Now let's go ahead and make this guy. We have the iron, we have the copper, and we have all this good stuff. So we just need 2 of those. Slap them together, and there we go. Let's grab 1 more copper, and we can just go ahead and make the other guy as well. Alright, we have both items. We're just gonna slap them down like that. And there we go. Now we can charge things and we can inscribe things, which will give us some of this stuff. So we can make growth accelerators now, crank growth accelerators, all kinds of fun stuff. Ooh. The ME controller. So now, an AE2 is complicated, very much so. Why do you think I avoid it for so long? But we'll try and make it less complicated. Use your inscriber. We can combine certain items with iron plates to make inscriber presses. We will need all 4 of these presses, but that is okay. They're decently easy to get. We'll need these in order to make circuits. Flip the page to read about those. Inscribers don't just make presses, they also make circuits. Using these presses, each press can be combined with a material to make a special circuit. These circuits will need to be combined with each other in an inscriber to make completed circuits. These are the final products to create our machine. I don't promise that though. AE2 is complicated. And they are not lying. AE2 I have only messed with once. And I ended up like, oh my goodness, it was wild. But we need to make these. But before we even touch that, we need to go in here. We have this guy. And it wants us to immediately come in here. And it's going to give us a whole new thing, a whole new task, where it tells us, hey, you need to make all of these. So, in order to make this guy, we need skystone, iron plates, and a quartz. We can do that. But we're going to go ahead and turn these guys here. We don't have a lot of this stuff, so we're going to have to be very sparingly with stuff. So it wants this guy and this guy. Or is it the other way around? Yeah, that's a fact. Like, I would really say, before you get to automating sifting, I would say you need, you're gonna need storage, and you're gonna need really good pipes. Like, for the setup that we have right now, what I have going is fantastic, but once we set AE2 up, that is it. Like, we have to start upgrading our stuff. We're gonna have to start upgrading all of our chest items. We're gonna have to start getting all the things. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put these guys like this, because we're gonna need at least one of each. Silicone's gonna be the problem. That's why I'm saving it for last. But you are completely right there. Pipes need to be upgraded. Everything does once you start automating stuff, because that stuff will start backing up because the pipe's not moving. It's not moving the items fast enough. It gets crazy. Alright, let's do this. So we want this guy here, and that guy there, right? Alright. Alright, so we have our first one. Let's go ahead and see if we can't make our second one, but we need a diamond. That's actually why I put all these drawers in here like this, so that when I was hand sieving, I could just walk over here, put them in here, and then on top of that, as I need stuff, I can just kind of come up here and get these things out, and then just kind of hit my little button and just stand here and do this. But as you see, all of these are done. We got a ton of resources already. We have some gravel coming out that we're going to want to immediately put back in over here. And then we're going to also come right here and grab this gravel. To kind of start putting in these. So like that. My poor little armadillo, I think he's stuck right there. We're gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 4 more stacks of it. There we go. And now this stuff is going to continue on. And like, if I do something like this, where I come through and I can take all of these guys out. And then once we have our controller, it'll be even easier. I can kind of just feed it into the controller. And we call it a day. And then as you see, all that stuff went to its home. Oh yeah, steel. I end up, how I make steel, once I like off camera, y'all probably won't see me do it here, is I'll sit off camera and I will make resources upon resources to where I have it stacked. So that while I'm on camera, we don't have all the necessity of running around. And then I've started doing that in my personal worlds where I don't play online or on camera or anything. I ended up doing it like that as well. And that has saved me so much. Like, instead of just making barely what I need, I'll just make a stack of it. I might not use it. And that's okay. But at least I have it. So now we need to get a piece of gold, and then we're going to have to get silicone. How we can get that is by this dust. The best one to use is this dust, but in order to get this dust, we still need that dust. But me personally, I think we could just boop one of those in there. This is going to give us that dust we need. We're going to put that in the furnace on the way over to get our gold. Universal cables are amazing. I'm going to go put this stone up that we have as well. I will use that stuff later to build this platform how I want it. Oh, we're out of coal. There we go. Come on. Yes, like, I used to think that dust, man, I was really bad about I would just sieve just enough dust that I didn't I didn't have enough for everything because I just wanted to sieve gravel. Well, come to find out, that's not a thing. Like, I'll have 4 sieves over here sifting gravel, of course. But then you're going to also want 4 sieves to just sift dust and sand and stuff like that. You basically want all sieves to be sifting something, but it's more along the lines of you need to determine how many sieves you need. But you were completely right. You need to automate dust sieving for sure. Alright, so we have at least one of each, which will give us a couple things. But now it wants us to get into this, which will get us into the terminal. I am super excited. Oh, for sure. I would love to see it. As soon as we're done, and I check on my youngin', I think my other one will be home from school, then yeah, 100% we will get on and we'll check it all out. Now this wants us to make a bunch of these guys. So it says, once you have obtained a full set of the required inscriber presses, it's time to start making some processors. These are an important crafting ingredient you use to make the large majority of ME connected devices. And when they say you need these, you need a lot of these. We're going to need a lot of these guys. So that's a thing. We're going to need a lot of silicone. So we're going to have to start figuring out how we're going to get silicone in a better way. Which will bring us to the terminals. But this is where I kind of want to get to. I want us to get to the terminals. I want us to get a good setup. We do get a silicone from that, which is great. But the ME controller is the most important block in all of AE2. The heart of the ME system. There is nothing in AE2 without the ME controller. How do we make it? First, and the simplest, is skystone. Just smelt skystone dust. Next is flux dust. Check out the previous quest in order to make it. Last is the engineer's processor. This is made from using the inscriber to combine redstone, dust, an engineered processor, circuit, and printed silicone. So basically we need to make this guy. And we're going to need one of these guys. In order to get one of these guys, yep, we got to get some diamonds. But we have some, luckily. Oh boy, I stayed up all night. Okay, well, first of all, let's do it this way. Well, this guy with these guys, we're going to go ahead and turn all of these into what we need. And with just one more. There we go. So now that we have this guy, our goal is to make this guy. But we gotta make this guy. So in order to make this guy, we need the engineering press, which we have made one, which is this one. So we're gonna go ahead and put that diamond in there. And it's kind of funny because we have diamonds. We don't even have diamond tools or diamond armor yet. But we are definitely doing this. So now that we have that, you're going to put the thing that you just created, silicone and redstone, and that's going to make that. So we're going to put this, oh, not the diamond, and this. And now that's going to make. Yes, automating flex sieving. We are about to get into that real hard. Like in just a few minutes. Where we are going to start moving a little bit more power around. And we're also going to take these front two sieves, since we just got that item. We're going to use these front two ones right here to start pulling in dust as soon as this guy gets moving. Which right now he is still going on cobblestone. And then I'm going to have a pipe coming from this chest back into this chest, so that he'll automatically just start sieving dust until it gets to dust. Yes, and the store, yeah, I like them. Stack upgrades are great. I just hate having the storages without the faces on them. I don't know, I have a very strong love for my storage drawers. I'm not a big fan of the chest anymore. Storage drawers, they won my heart and soul. But we're about to make the storage controller now, which is gonna sit about right here. It's kind of gonna face this way a little, and then we're gonna go ahead and connect all of these up, and then we're gonna run these guys into this so that they'll get filtered into those, which will automate all that stuff. It's just I'm kind of breaking this stuff up a little, or I'll burn out. But now that we have everything that we kind of need, we need paper. I think that's going to be our halt zone. Right there is paper. I think that's where we're going to have to go. Okay. I'm going to put the rest of that dust in there. I actually think we have some. Yeah, they do become a whole lot useless afterwards. Like, as soon as you get in there, they're pretty much... They're either there for decoration. I need to get some sand. I don't even know why I just tried to do that. See, and I have this habit of where I throw everything in a chest if I have them just sitting around, because I don't feel like doing anything with it. And then when I go to look for something, this is where I'm at. I am almost certain I had a hammer. I did. Okay, and this is going to look really ugly, but it's not staying long. Oh, we needed one more. There we go. But now storage drawers, in my opinion, are a great way to start the game. But normally I don't rush into a huge storage system yet. Which it will be a minute before we fully get AE2 actually running. Like the way it needs to be. That's why I'm still sticking with the storage that we have right now. I don't actually know how many pieces of paper we actually needed. But I'm pretty sure it was no more than that. Alright, so we gotta get a diamond, we gotta make some storage drawers. And we gotta get an emerald and some gold and some more storage drawers. And then I always keep extra chests around. Perfect. I felt like we had some more storage drawers, but I think I might have put them down. Oh, we need one more piece of gold and one more paper. There we go. Which is okay if we have extra paper. We will need that later to make an enchanting table. Okay. Yay! We have things happening. And excuse me, y'all, I've got to fix me a drink real quick. I ran out of coffee. Okay. I didn't want that can to be uber loud in y'all's ear. There we go. Now, I'm gonna have to get me some overlays going with some stuff so y'all can tell me that I need to drink something. Because I get busy. And then I forget. And then I'll be so thirsty that I can't even function. Now, our configurator tool, we're not going to use it yet because we are just going to go ahead and go straight into this stuff, which we're going to need blocks of quartz, which we can do. I'm pretty sure we can use andesite for this as well. Yes. We're going to need 2 more drawers and that guy and this guy. Alright, so in total 4 blocks of quartz. We'll go ahead and come over here and steal a stack. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go get us some potatoes to eat. And yes, we have exactly 4. That's fantastic. I will never be able to do that again. Ha! Knew it. Ooh, my 1-year-old loves strawberry milk, and it's kind of funny because my oldest child, she likes chocolate milk, and then I'm lactose intolerant. So that's kind of funny because strawberry milk is life in this house. So let's get some sticks, some stones. Yep, we'll get some sticks and stones. I'm actually going to let that grow for a while right there. Go to bed. Look, I'm 29 years old, and I know I'm lactose intolerant, but I still want me some milky milk. So, I understand. Completely understand. So we needed this one. I'm gonna have to clean our inventory up in just a minute for sure. I have questions. I forgot where we get this. Is this sand or is this, Okay, this is netherite. This is where the nether... That's an easy fix. We'll take 2 stacks of that. I can't remember if I need to crush this. Whoa. Did y'all see the little cloud dude, or am I tripping? I feel like I just seen a little cloud dude. That's wild. Okay, we'll put them up. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. We don't need this stuff right there for this second. We'll put that there and this here. We are getting scoot. Yeah, netherrack. So I do have to crush this. That's what you're saying, right? I do have to. Yeah. Knew it. Okay. That's okay, because we can take 2 stacks of those. And then we got our hammer around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, this is another reason I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to regular Minecraft ever again. Like, just a vanilla playthrough. There's not vein mine. What would I do without vein mine? Alright, now we're full. Which one of these is really close to emptying? This one has stone in it. What? We definitely gotta do some inventory. I'm so ready to get this knocked out. There we go. Not that one. Not that one and not that one. This one. Oh, I hate when I do that. That should not be a thing. Alright, we'll throw those back in there. That way we are still having gravel come through. Because at this point, we still need a whole ton of gravel. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do that action. The funny thing is like when I first started this series, I didn't want to do a lot of stuff off camera, like that we've never done before, so I didn't make like the auto stuff off camera. So I've been doing all of this by hand off camera to get us resources, and man, does it feel so nice not to have to do that no more. Alright, I just want to make sure that all this is crushed. Awesome. This has got a few more stacks of cobblestone left, and then we'll start turning gravel into sand, and then sand into dust. So I feel like we're making really good progress. My question is, can I fit this stuff back in here? No. Oh, I could. Okay, cool. Now I have an extra iron mesh. Where did this come from? Right here. I feel like this guy is actually stuck. And he's bothering me. There we go. Hopefully, he'll stay down. Alright, and there we go. We have things. We have lots of things happening. Let's do this and go ahead and get us 3 of these. Just look at general. Wait, what do you mean when you say general? Like in the quest book? Oh, Discord. Okay. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, I really like this. You have like all the things happening. Ooh, that's what I want to do. I see your little market guy there. And that just reminded me that we still need to make a market. Dude, did my Discord just go out? Wait, did my, is stream still up, y'all? I hope so. I have no idea what just happened, but like my whole system is like, hey, calm down. Whoa. Dude, at the lag now. What just happened? Dude, this is the first time I've had a really big lag streak. And it is still trying to push. And the bad thing is like my gaming laptop is top tier. Like, I don't think I've ever had a problem with a mod pack before. There we go. It's starting to even itself out now, I think. Maybe. Okay. I want to say that's gonna even itself out eventually. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I have no idea what's going on. I'm telling you, that update that I just did on my whole system, it has messed something up. I didn't do something right or something. Okay, well, let's continue on what we were doing. I was going to get some of this. And we're just going to turn all of those into this. We'll just go ahead and make all of those into chests. And all of those into storage. Stone. That's right, I put my stone up. I think that should give us what we need. There we go. There's the controller and the access point. Now, for the people that don't know about these, you have a linking tool. You use the linking drawer. You use to link drawers to controller and to link up ender drawers. To link drawers to the controllers, right click the controller back to start configuration. Right click. Clicking drawers will add them to the network. Holding the tool will show you what drawers are connected to the controller. We are about to be setting that up. And we're going to get some random rewards. We got a chest. Yay. And then, of course, the configuration tool. This is the one that you use to lock your drawers. It's used to lock drawers for them to remember the items inside. This can be useful whenever you set up a system to push and pull from drawers. The locked drawers will not replace the item that was locked on it. Oh. Oh, we could have got a cherry drawer. Yes, I totally need to I need to actually probably do that immediately. Alright, so we've done made a simple compacting. I guess since we went with, I don't even know what we went with. But a mangrove drawer sounds awesome. We're not going to be using these, but we're just going to randomly pick one. Now, the storage controller, the brains of the drawer. And this is for the people that don't know or have never used these, when placed and connected with the linking tool to other drawers, the controller acts as a hub. If you double right click this, all the items in your inventory that you have a slot in the drawer network will be pulled. By sneak right clicking to the controller with an empty hand, you can open the upgrades tab and add normal storage upgrades to these slots to increase the controller's range. Max range is 40 blocks for all sides, or a cube of 80 by 80 by 80. That's important information. Like, we're in Skyblock, a kitchen sink. This is a huge area, so you can go 80 by 80 by 80 blocks. You want to have room. If you're gonna stick with these, you're definitely gonna want to have to. You're gonna want the room. Now, the controller access point. The storage access point acts as a storage controller. When linked to it, being able to be pushed into or pulled from, basically an entry point for the drawer. So, this is why I wanted this completely, actually. It's for actually that and this, of course. So what we want to do with these, here's our controller and our access point. I want the access point to sit, I think, right about here. Yep. Doing it live. I want that guy to sit on top. Alright, see, we click on it and it shows us the radius. As you can see, we do not have enough. But we want to link these two together. And then we'll go ahead and start linking what's in the bubble. What we can link in the bubble. Which these are right outside it. Now, our next step, that is not what I meant to do. Oh, we got a trash can. That's awesome. We're going to put that bad boy right there. Now, we're going to need how you upgrade the radiuses with these guys. So we are definitely going to need this one. I want us to go ahead and make this one. And now that we have diamonds, we are using diamonds to make this one. We're going to go ahead and just fully upgrade it. So with that, what did I just do with that brass one? I could have swore it was right there. So we need blocks of copper, regular chest, the drawers, and then a couple of the other ones. We're going to go ahead and grab a few of those. Our diamond supply is looking fantastic, by the way. Okay. We need 2 more chests, which is an easy fix. There we go. Now we have this guy. We need an empty hand. Put this in here. And now, as you can see, we are covering all the things. We'll go ahead and add all that. And now I'm just going to walk around and connect up every one of these. Ooh, sorry about that. Yes, buddy. This is gonna be so nice. Now that we have every one of our storage drawers connected, I think that locked them all. No. Yes. Now everything that is connected in here has a lock on it, as you can see by the little lock emblem right there. That's why I didn't go ahead and lock them. You can do that from this guy. But now, what we want to do to begin with is we can just click on this guy and he's going to take everything from our inventory. We need to go put these diamonds up so they have their home back, which is right there. And we also need to put these guys back. So basically I can come in here and just start taking stuff. And as I take stuff, I can just click right there and be done. But let's go ahead and grab these guys. Jump in the bed. Dude, that universal press, yeah, it's something, I done forgot about it. I'm so glad you did remind me about that, because that's gonna have to be a thing. And as y'all can see, I done lost the wrench. Now, everything should be going to its home. I don't see anything backtracking, which is going to slowly empty this, as you can see. And these are slowly going to start getting filled up. Yep. So that is a thing. That's how you do that. And now we basically have our inventory going. And now that that's hooked up, we can now continue on. Do not lose these guys because they're important. You're going to want to use them if you keep making storage drawers and stuff like that. But now that we have that set up, we can go ahead and get these things. And we got some of these guys. I can't wait for us to start getting leather. But that's going to require a mob farm. And then we'll probably make this guy and just turn our rotten flesh into leather. I don't think we can make it right this minute. I don't think we have black quartz. I think that's the key component we're missing. But we do have some of these upgrades. And what I do want to do is put a diamond upgrade on this one that's feeding our lava for now. And I want to put a gold one on our cobble. I think andesite's good. Trying to think of which other one we kind of want an upgrade on. A, because flint I'll start voiding as soon as it fills up. I don't really know what I want another upgrade on, so we're just going to save this one. Yeah, that's why I want the market. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because I really want a backpack. I really want a backpack. Oh, dude, I guess we got a minecart. And now we got some more packing tape. I don't remember how to get the market. Is that like a quest line? Yeah, it is. So we need wool, which we can definitely get. And then we gotta turn wool into red wool. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh, our little armadillo made it all the way over here. Yeah, I was just thinking, man, I think I can get red dye from beads. And we have one, so we can just take that, and we got some string. Let's do that. Which completes this guy. And now we just need logs and planks and the red wool. Super easy to make. Now where are we gonna put this guy? I want him somewhere kind of where he's not going to suffocate. I did suffocate one. I want him right there. There we go. Okay. Ooh, we can get a panda. But we're on a mission. We need a cow. Oh man, we can just spawn in a bee. Alright, so yeah, we need diamonds. Dude, I do too. I find it really funny because if that would have been us doing that, we would have totally died from fall damage. But he's just coming in all willy-nilly, Rambo style, and landing. How many cows do y'all think we're gonna need? We're just gonna kill these, by the way. We're gonna put them in a permanent sleep. Oh my god, does it really? I have never thrown him into the void. I have suffocated him before. And that was by accident. I built like a room and then I set it back down and I accidentally put it too close to the wall. I hate that I have to keep going in and out. I'm gonna buy 4. And I got my sword. I really should have built a little pen because I'm scared he's gonna fall off. I'll put him right here. That one didn't give us no leather. Oh, we're grabbing things. Okay, so we got 4 leather. And a little bit of food. I need to bring some more coal over here. So let's go grab our string back. Make us a backy pack. Grab us some stuff. Go ahead and make it copper. Iron. Oh. Is gold? Yeah, gold's all the way around. Gold. And just because I'm greedy, diamond. All the is those good? Like, did they work really well? Ooh, look at that backpack, y'all. Yes. That is like a huge upgrade. I can now store all of our excess tools. Oh, that is fantastic. Let's make sure all these guys are still running, and this is quickly draining stuff out. We are definitely probably gonna have to start thinking about upgrading it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I need to start looking into that stuff. Which I might be a good minute away from it. We have one more cow egg that we will save. We can now trash some of this stuff. We need to think about our in-stone stuff. I'm not ready to hook this up yet, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's do this really fast. That should pull just a little faster at least. Yo, can we stand up please? Thank you. Yeah, I think we're pulling a whole lot faster now. But it looks like we have some quests to get now. We got some leather, so we got some extra leather. I guess we could build a fence for our one little cow and get some milk. Throw us a chicken in there and get us a couple eggs. So that could be a thing. These right here is what you're talking about, right? Like all the modium carrots. Oh, dude. How do we even get this stuff? So we gotta use sand on diamond, and it's a 1% chance. Netherite seems to be where it's at. And I think we have to use it's ancient debris, ain't it? Yeah, that's what it's called. Blackstone, we have a 1% chance. But with an iron mesh, we have a 4% chance. But I think it's time for us to start thinking about going up to a diamond. 4 sieves on a diamond. Perfecto. So I think that's what we're probably going to start working towards, is starting to save up our diamonds. Because for one, we actually need things. We are starting to get real low on food. I mean, we do have the farm, but I'd be using the farm to make dirt for another build that we're doing. But the cool thing is we do have squat grow, or as my daughters call it, twerking. All I hear is twerking to get food, twerking to get food. Yeah, I think I could do the gold carrots and still be comfortable. We have a little bit of gold, but not a lot. I'm just glad my kids did not get into the 6-7 thing. Like, my oldest, she's 10, and she's in school, and I was so scared she was going to come home, and that's all we were going to hear. But no, to her, twerking is the funny thing. I'm good. How are you doing? And welcome in. So we got our backpack, so we can start making upgrades for that as well. Like cough cough, the feed me one. You're welcome. I hope your day is going fantastic. I don't even know why I closed out of that. Y'all, my brain's not working. Oh, we leveled up. We need to think about a storage for our levels as well. And maybe we need to think about some gear so that we could get into the nether real fast. I really want to go to the nether soonish. The nether is going to be great. We can get all kinds of things. So what do we want to work on now? We need to still finish doing this because, like I said at the very first episode, we're going to be doing all the things, and this gets overwhelming really fast. I think a foundry would be a great idea very soon. I don't think we have enough resources clay-wise and sand-wise, which we could actually easily get. Oh, you just woke up? I felt that. I wish. We also need to think about getting upgrades going. We need green dye, which that'll come in a little while when we do the tree farm and stuff and start getting into bees. And I think we need these guys. We don't have the reactor chamber, and I don't even think we can make that. That would be a great way of doing this. But we can do this. Oh yeah, I forgot we have the cactus thing too. So has anybody done like a whole trader system with the villagers? Because like, I don't even know how to get a villager. Sand sifting. So it looks like we just straight up need to get into some sand. I don't even think I have a cactus. Do I have a cactus? No. I don't think I have a single cactus. We do have one piece of sand though. Do y'all think we'll get lucky with one piece of sand? I do not think we're gonna get that lucky. I do have yellow and black dye. And blue. I don't even know where I got that dye from. Yeah, no. Yeah, I didn't think so. But that's okay, because I can just leave that one alone. We'll take one of these. Before I even get started, we're going to have to repick this up. Oh yeah, I was going to trash these items. Y'all, there is so much that my ADHD goes everywhere. Oh, that's right. We have a backpack that I don't have my hammer in. I could have swore, didn't I just move all of our tools over there? We need to do that as well. I'm going to put this extra sword in there. blue and green for upgrades, so I'm going to need a bunch of green, so I just need to get cactus growing. And blue dye, we'll get a bunch of it later when we start in bees and start bone milling some grass. Dude, what did I do with that hammer? Okay, for one, I did not want to filter. I want to put you there. And put you there. Am I blonde? I think I'm blonde. I swear to y'all, I had a hammer. It was an iron hammer at that. And it's right there in front of my face. I'm telling y'all, ADHD is on flex in this pack. So we'll just go ahead and smack him. Hopefully this will at least give us one. Did we get lucky? Dude, are you serious? We only got 2 flint? Oh, and we did get some black quartz. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna take longer than I thought. And here I thought this was gonna be super simple. There we go. Oh, look at that. Didn't even need an extra one, but we're gonna go ahead and sieve the rest of this. That gives us 3. What do we use dead bushes for? Besides flower pots? Like, is there an actual use to those? Oh, we got a sea pickle. And some kelp. So we can use it to smelt things. Oh, we can turn them into sticks? I didn't know that. Oh, we can turn them into compost as well to make dirt. That's interesting. Bee flowering? So if they pollinate a dead bush, it becomes a flower? Oh, so you're saying if I put it down and I smack it, it'll turn into a stick. That's what you're saying, right? Let's see if it does it here. It does. Look at that. Look at that. So, if we get too many dead bushes, we can totally do that. But we're going to put it in there for some dirt. My poor little armadillo. I'm so scared of me. Alright, so we have 6 cactus. And I'm pretty sure cactus has to go on sand. Is there sand? Yeah, there's sand. Like this right here is a sand block, but you have to take cobblestone down to gravel and then whack it down to sand. Or you can use your hammer. Like right now I have it breaking down gravel. And now I have it, I'm turning gravel into sand now. But then there's our sand right there. And I think, let's do it this way. So I can't bone meal this guy. It's a whole process to get sand. My recommendation to get sand is to go ahead and advance up to auto hammering as soon as possible. I feel like this is not going to work right there. So we're going to put our little cactus back. And we're going to grab 4 pieces of this. Using redstone on it? Alright, so we need some terracotta. So we need clay. I don't think I actually have any terracotta. No. I will put everything that we can be put up. As y'all see, my inventory is already a mess again. But we're going to take these out of the chest. And for right this minute, we're just going to clean some of this up. And put all this stuff in our thing, but we're actually going to need this guy. Or even a lever. Ooh. So that might be something we have to look into. For sure. We're gonna need this hopper. Because I don't just want botany pots everywhere. So I do want to have an actual farm, but I want that farm to still be efficient. So if you're saying I can use 2 sands, put redstone, or like use like a lever on the sand, is what you're saying? And that'll accelerate the growth. Okay, so we might have to actually look into that real fast. Does anybody know what I did with my bucket? There it is. this real fast. Well, let's check it out. Let's see. You said snad? So this stuff. Yeah, 2 sands with snad. You can make red snad and soul snad. Okay, so yeah, what I'll do is we'll expand our farm over there in just a little while. And we'll put some of that down with a water source nearby. And we're going to play with that for a while until we get a nice little automation going. Oh, we need one more. There we go. Hey, because I also got to move this stuff before it drives me crazy. I don't like this sitting here. So you'll need a way to collect the item if you want to automate this. So what I'm thinking for farm automation is there is a quest thing. I think it's called pylons. Maybe if I'm not crazy. Yeah, this right here. And there's a harvesting pylon. Which harvesting pylons work as a very simple auto farm. Put the pylon on or in the water source and it will automatically harvest and replant crops that are fully grown in this set area around it. And then like we can put a chest above it and upgrade that chest all the way. And that'll kind of automate our farming and we'll never have to worry about dirt, food, or anything ever again. But now you can do this with a couple things too, like there's even an infusion one. So like for potion crafting is going to be faster. That one's for like multiplayer. And then this one right here is so that mobs can't spawn. So that's kind of cool. I haven't either, like I haven't ever even played with the pylons, which is why I'm really excited for them, but we are definitely going to be doing a lot of it. There's going to be a lot of testing to see what works, what doesn't work. And I done said I needed to bring coal over here, and I've yet to do that. But I think we have enough for what we want to do. And then we want to turn this into a hopping one. I am almost certain I had other chests. I do. And we're just going to chunk this guy right here. And I used all my sand. Dang it. I'm going to put my bucket back. Ooh, coffee. Make sure you bring me one too, please. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you for sure. Coffee's life. Alright, so we have this guy in. Let's go make him a hoe. Ooh, strawberry milk, you're out. Yeah, it's time for some coffee now. Yes. I ran out of coffee a while ago. I don't even know where I'm going. There we go. We need to make a hoe. And just because I don't want to do this again for a few, we made it our first diamond. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think, here in just a little while when we end this stream, I'm gonna have to go get me some coffee. But right now I'm chugging down on Mountain Dew, because if y'all didn't know, fun fact, my obsession is coffee and Mountain Dew. Alright, and now we're gonna start getting cactus like nobody's business. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and take 4 of them. So that just finished that up. So now we are doing that. I kind of want to go ahead and do this, but this is a lot of grinding. Like, we're going to need more clay balls. And we can't even sieve for clay. Which is wild to me. Well. Darn. Mystical agriculture. We need the mob farm to really get this going. We do have 1 seed. So that's a thing. But we do got some of this, and we do have 1 seed. That is a thing. I keep coming back here because I really want to do this, but that's a lot of work, and we're still needing to sieve for some more stuff. I'm trying to think of what we can do really quick and easy. We could go ahead and get into the Flux networks. That is really simple to get into because you just need a bunch of obsidian. Like, you got to make a obsidian block, put it down, and you're going to need, of course, a diamond pick so that you can pick it up. And like, you can do like stacks, but we got to get redstone, a lot more redstone, which we'll start getting a lot of that once we do the mob farm as well, which everything is kind of circling back to our mob farm, which is a total inconvenience because I haven't even planned where we're going to put that mob farm because it's just a big ugly building. But we do have this way because all of these are moving, because they're all going to that side over there. There'll be a huge platform that's 2 stories tall, and that'll be for nothing but bulk storage. Redstone is from dust. You are absolutely right, it is from dust. And we also need dust to make clay. And our little hammer is going to town, making us a bunch of gravel. And it is so close. I actually think I'm going to start taking this out and just letting gravel go on in. And I think it's time for us to expand this out and get this stuff moved so that we can have 2 going and start feeding them in, so that we get a butt ton of dust and sand. I think that's what we are about to have to do, because we need to make the foundry, which is going to have to go over in this area over here for now. As y'all can see, I did make some deep slate pillar walls off camera. I'm trying to debate on how I want to do the railing system. This platform is going to have to extend out by a lot for the foundry, because I want the foundry kind of over here, and I want all this to shift over. Or we could just like kind of leave it about this width and then build up. I think that could be another really good source, and just kind of go up and do the same thing on that platform right there. Build it out and just start kind of feeding wires in until we get to a wireless system. I think that might be our best bet. But I think in the meantime, yeah, I think it's time for me to start getting resources going. And with that, I don't like using coal. We have enough power now that we can turn one of these into a factory. Alright, well, you have a great day. I think I'll be streaming for about another 30 to 40 minutes. But you have a wonderful day, and thanks for coming to hang out. And if you need anything, you can, or if you missed anything, you can always check me out on YouTube as well. I post everything and upload everything on YouTube. And once again, also welcome to the Cozy Village. So it looks like we're gonna need polished stuff. Oh, we could just use kiwi. That's or andesite. We're definitely gonna need some more of that stuff. So let's grab a little bit of our redstone. A little bit of that. We're gonna need iron, paper, I'm pretty sure we had some leftover paper. Let's go ahead and get this stuff going. We'll grab a little bit more paper. Let's go grab our... We have some somewhere, I do believe, in a chest. Yes. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and turn these into these guys. I want to make a few of these, actually. And we need to see if we have another furnace upgrade. I'm not seeing one. Yeah, no, we do not, so we need to make that as well. So we want to turn it into an iron furnace, so we can just do it as simply. I think it'll be the most simplest way is just to pick it up and do it. Let's go clean our inventory out so we don't drop anything. Do a whole lot of that. And then we'll grab a couple of those. Alright. And I think what I want to do is move our power a little this way so that we can have our furnaces sitting over here more accessible. So something like that for now. And now they're all full. This is where that cobblestone generator is amazing. Because it is time for us to do the mob farm, and in order to do the mob farm, we're going to need a lot of stone. Because we're going to turn stone into something a little bit better than just cobblestone and stone. That way that we just don't have a huge building in the sky that looks crazy. Now, that has a home, let's not do that. These should be nice and empty, so yeah, we gotta find a home for these guys. We also need to fill one of these up at least back with some gravel, not andesite, gravel. And then I think we'll fill some more up with I really probably need to. Girl, I feel this on a whole level. Like, I be doing something and all of a sudden I'm distracted. That's my life right there. I'm gonna put this andesite right here so we have it. And I think our next step, so we do have our furnaces running. They're now running on power. We have a huge cluster going on here. But I think what's going to happen is I'm going to pillar up And then we're going to build a huge platform up top. And that's where we're going to put our foundry. And all of our big machines like the foundry and stuff like that, we'll put it up there. We'll move all this stuff up a floor and have power. Then we're going to get into the flux power, so that we don't have all these cords running around. And it'll be easier to move stuff. And then the next thing that'll be a huge upgrade for us is to get into, we're getting close, real close to being able to make diamond and emerald furnaces. And then we can get into the obsidian, and then from obsidian we got to get netherite, and then we can start getting into the rainbow furnace. Like, that can seriously be a thing. And I want 2 rainbow furnaces, if not more, depending on how we do this. But we for sure want to get in here. I don't really know which one's better anymore. Is it, I don't know if these down here are better, or if it's just straight up the rainbow. Y'all let me know, because I have no idea. It looks like the rainbow is always going to be better than everything. But for sure, a furnace. Rainbow furnace is going to be great, and I think off camera I'm going to do a little work. But it looks like, I keep coming to this page like I'm going to do something with it right now. I don't even know how we got these, but apparently we did. So we're going to have to make a lot of iron. Just to make a black hole. Does it say that? Am I just blind? Let's go back and look. Where did the furnace thing go? Oh, not in the quest. Okay, let's go look. Alright, we'll generate 5,000 RF tick if all other furnaces are generating power. So cook time is 20. Yeah, okay, there we go. So 20 ticks. You're completely right. Well, I don't know, because the netherite furnace is 5 ticks, but the rainbow furnace is saying 20. But I do know the rainbow furnace will do a whole stack in one session. Boom. Like, is the netherite one just broken? Because if that's the case, and it does, like... There's a lot of things going on. And you're saying the emerald furnace is already OP. Yeah, it's from the same mod, iron furnaces. I had to double check myself. But yeah, they're all from the same one. So you're saying that the emerald furnace is already pretty awesome. So we might have to just get on up to emerald and call it a day. All the modiums with speed upgrades, and dude, I love that factory augment. I'm not even gonna lie. I just put it on 4. Which is fantastic because now I can cook up stone like it's nobody's business. That's what we want. We want to overkill because, like, this is a lot. Like, just to get to that star, this set right here alone is already a grind. Oh, it even tells you that you need... You're gonna need an ender furnace, ender generator. Oh, wow. Oh, we can get to that really soon. Like, that can be a thing soon. But then the unobtainable, I think that's where it's going to get complicated. Because we'll have to do some things for that. Yeah. I just, for the first time in Stone Block 4, finally touched this stuff right here and the Draconium evolution stuff. Crazy. I dipped my pinky toe in it and was like, whoa. We're gonna also have to make singularities, which is wow. I don't even know where I want to start. I know to start with, we are gonna have to make a mob farm. That's the thing. Mob farm is going to happen. By the time there's another episode, we'll have enough materials and the mob farm will be up. But with that, guys, I think we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. That way I don't got a lot to do later on. I also have to come through here and start getting this stuff out and smelting it. Because we have a bunch of iron now. We're doing good with iron. We're doing phenomenal with copper. Gold, we could do better. We definitely need to start moving up to diamonds. Like, just go ahead and get fully decked out. But with that, that's going to require us to sieve a lot. And I mean a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm just going to AFK right here and just keep filling these up. Yep. I'm going to start working on building our platform up. Over here, get our railings picked out. Get this wood floor finished on this side. I want this dirt up as well, because it'll be wood planks also. Because this platform right here is going to be the main hub, which means our house is going to go here. So there's kind of a layout for y'all so y'all can understand. The flint meshes, we moved off of them, but you can... But those are right here. You can take string and just go up to flint. And a string one, you just need a whole thing of... I don't have flint ones, actually. Yeah, these ones are iron. See? Boop. Yeah. And all these over here are iron, too. We can go up to gold immediately if we really wanted to. But that's going to give us gold nuggets instead of the gold right here. Which means I'd have to make a whole new box for them. So we are definitely... I want to bypass gold completely. Like, I don't want to just sit on gold. But, yeah. I also need to finish breaking down this netherrack. I'm pretty sure we have a home for this stuff. Glass has a home. I don't know if I made a steel home yet. See, like, it'll give us this, the raw gold. It does give both, but a lot of it, if we look right here. Oh, dang. Hold on. Let's do it this way. So if we look right here, it's going to give us, for dust, it'll give us these. And then I think you do get a chance from dirt to get golden carrots. That's awesome. But you get raw gold from just about everything. Gravel, you get a 10% chance of gold, but you get a 2% chance of the raw gold. It does give, but only in gravel. Everything else will give you gold. Nugget, the raw gold. But it does give both on gravel. I also need, see, like, we already have like 9 of them from something. I think we got it from like a quest. This and this can go in the dirt thing. We have 5 ender pearls already. That's awesome. And I think that's all that we actually have. That's going to be able to be put up. And then this guy can go here and here. We're just going to come through and harvest this real fast. I only done this stuff for the string. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, once you upgrade to diamond, you don't get the raw gold anymore. And I think you get a better chance of diamond and stuff from the diamond one. I'm gonna put those beetroots up. And I'm gonna start hoarding us up some potatoes. But other than that, I think the rest of it's going to be turned into dirt. And then I need to get this moved as well, but yeah. So with that, I also got to get a bonsai tree, another bonsai tree made. So basically off camera, I'm going to literally sit here, grind out a whole lot of cobblestone into stone. Just like this. I don't even know why I did that. We have a controller now. And then I'm just going to keep these right here flowing with gravel for now. This is making sand. My frames are dropping again. But I'm going to have that sand be turned into dust immediately. I'm also going to get all this stuff rearranged and all. Yeah, I just need to put pipes and stuff on it for sure. That way, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to right here, like where this would input the gravel. Or I might move it to like right here so that I can just pipe it in over the top of these. I don't know, I'll figure something out after I move everything and have some room to play with. And then I'm just going to kind of sit here and make all this stuff with this thing and just hammer it down and put it in the furnace. I think that's going to be the game plan, so that next time we will have this platform built out. We can do the foundry, get a mob farm over that way. That way we can start our storage area. And this area right here will go up a floor. And we'll start having power with flux. Yup. I'm also going to go ahead and make us an obsidian thing so that we have an endless supply of obsidian and end stone. But once we get the foundry, we're going to have to take all these up. I think we can actually do that now. I don't think this is like stone block where you have to have the foundry or something to... What is that thing called? Oh, it's a stone block generator. My bad. Wait, what is the other one's called? Yeah, this guy. Oh, so they just go by the name that they're on. Yeah, see, we don't even have to do anything. We can just kind of upgrade them. Oh, that's wild. Oh, that's insane. See, in Stone Block 4, you have to use the foundry or like the slow melter and then put it on a thing and then pour the liquid on it. And that's what I was thinking we were going to have to do here, but no. We can just straight up oh my god, speed modified 32. Oh wow. I don't think we'll ever need a diamond one. I might be wrong. Dude, we can go all the way up. So this will make a stack per tick. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm going to have to grind out this stuff. So we can just go ahead and start upgrading all of our stuff. And I know power-wise, they want us to use these. But one of my favorite generators is actually these guys. Like, because all you need is a coolant and a heat source. We can use water here. And then for a heat source, we could literally just use lava for now. And then we have a dang good generator. And I mean, just going up to a basic one gives us a good bit of power. So I mean, I think we might be looking towards moving forward, but another move forward, we've done a lot of progress with what we can in applied energet. Hello. Yeah, see, it's time for me to go because I can't even talk now. But we did make a little bit of headway here. We have this guy, we just need to make the other two and get our terminal and then get all of our other things up and running. Like, we're gonna have the ME controller. We're gonna have to get flux. And then, of course, our storage. And this will open up a lot for us. Like, not only does it open that up, but now we can do wireless charging, and because we'll be getting into the flux networks. And so with that, off camera, I'm going to be grinding out flux stuff. And I'm going to do this little thing right here. And just get a bunch of stuff. And then I'm going to grind out some obsidian so that we have enough obsidian to make a block of obsidian, like the compacted block of obsidian. And then one extra, get it set up so that we can get flux dust and all. But with that, I hope all of y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you for everybody that followed today. And I appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all don't know how much this means to me. And y'all do go check out YouTube. The Stone Block series is over there. And on top of that, we have all the mods 10 to the sky, which will be uploaded there today, either today or tomorrow for this, for what we did today, and all that fun stuff. So with that, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye for now.